My life is 55. Started dating a person that's 72. That 72-year-old also has a 55-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who's 70? Is the man or the woman 70?
The man is 72. He's dating the relative that's close to me who's 55. He also has a daughter who's 55.
See? No. Oh, that's so old.
No, exact. So that's what I'm saying. We get caught up on the numbers.
I think after a certain age.
So that's why I was going to ask, what age specifically are we cutting that off?
I think after a certain age, it don't matter. Look, time out. Let me say this again, right? Life happens how life happens sometimes. You meet who you meet sometimes. You connect with who you connect with sometimes.
Right.
So, again, don't confuse what I'm saying as me saying, like, you can't be 72.
Sensitivity so separately.
So there, because we're gonna talk about this tomorrow in our Saturday episode. But I want to talk about the Draya and Jalen Green shit because somebody called me a hypocrite because I like older women.
Right.
All
Oh, because he's 21.
So Draya
and she old as dirt.
is 40 whatever, and Jalen Green is 21 on his way to get a $300 million contract. Cool. You can like what you like. I like older women too.
Right.
The problem is she is now pregnant, or allegedly she is now pregnant by Jalen Green.
Mm.
And the beef is her daughter's 21.
Mm.
So you're pregnant by a man that's the same age as your daughter. And that's where everybody's beef is. Not that you're dating him, but the fact that you're pregnant by him and he's the same age as your daughter.
I mean,
and somebody called me a hypocrite because they said, well, you fuck with older women. Yeah, but I wouldn't have got one of them pregnant and then say, hey, you going to be my mom? I'm not doing that. They 15 years away from my mom's age. My mom's not going to be okay with that.
True. I don't know, I think for me, after 21, hey, niggas is grown.
Yeah,
that's my problem. Like after 20, that number, that age thing don't be fucking with me for
age
real.
Don't matter, but experience and manipulation do. The person who is more experienced and I don't want to say smarter, but
right.
But
what
they're able, they can almost manipulate the younger person.
What if he was on some fuck it like shit? I'm about to get 300 mil, but take this baby. Y'all good. What was he was on? He might have been on some fuck it. 300 mil. I might get two bitches pregnant.
We're not worried about what his thought process. I'm not worried about his thought process.
He's talking for her.
He's supposed to.
Yep.
He's supposed to. I'm not worried about his thought process.
He's talking for her.
He's supposed to do. Yeah.
Facts.
I'm not worried about it.
He's supposed to idolize her. He's supposed to look crazy.
On his wall growing up. He's
That's
supposed to.
What if they got a real connection though? What if they really feeling each other?
Fine, but you gotta.
So like, this is my only thing. I'm with Zay, right? But this is because this comes from a place of ignorance because I don't know, right? I don't know the answer to this. I don't know her complete history, right? I don't know if she's messed with other younger dudes and it just didn't go this far. If I saw that, like, throughout your history, you done fucked with 6 to 7 of these little young athletes, manipulate them, and you are, at that point, you're a predator.
Right.
You're a predator to me.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right,
ding, ding, ding.
Right.
Okay, so if you're not familiar with her, Draya, yes, that's her bag. It's
he started wildest.
That's her bag. But on top of that, right? Draya is also the woman who said a few years ago that you could every year you delete your wholeness. You could be a hoe every year, but on January 1st you delete your wholeness.
I'm not mad at her.
Right. So then that on the flip side, right? Because everybody loves Bernice, right? Bernice so fire, right?
God damn.
You know, this is where I think
she'll make you stop dating white women.
This is where I think my beef. He wasn't. This is where I think my beef kind of comes in though, because like you got Bernice, right? She fucks with younger niggas. Like B said, to me, I view it as grooming almost because you don't go after the older niggas.
Right.
You don't even attempt the older niggas. You only shoot young. Now, if you bag the older nigga, but it worked out with the younger nigga, whatever, you at least try. But they don't even try their hand at the older niggas. So I find it weird when Bernice's daughter says, yo, when a nigga DM me or I'm talking to a nigga, I go check my mother's DM and check her text message to make sure he's not in there first.
Yeah.
I want to make sure my mom's not talking to him first. You know how crazy that is? I got to check my mom's DM. That's like me. I got to check my dad's DMs before I talk to a girl.
Well, your dad you might want to check.
My dad got 35 kids.
You might want to check, my nigga. You might want to check.
And then some people got that relationship with their parents where it's like it's a friend thing. Like daughters and moms, like a lot of them have that. it's not even like that's my mom. They treat like a homegirl. Like, bitch, let me see if you talk to this nigga too before I get with him. Like, they do that shit, bro.
17 years apart. That's why.
I don't want my mom.
I don't want it either, but I'm saying it happens though.
Time out.
I don't want it either, but I'm saying it happens.
It does happen, and it's crazy to me. But
insane.
I promise you, married or not, I was never about to be fishing in the same pool my kids are fishing.
Right,
Crazy.
right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So for me, I'm going up. So again, I wouldn't bring. I told you when I was 25, I was dealing with a woman who was 46.
Right.
I wasn't bringing her to meet my mother.
That's a whole fact.
Whether she was getting pregnant,
She went to school with your mother.
Yeah,
He ain't lying. I'm not doing that.
Nah, but whether she was getting pregnant, whether we was in a real relationship, whatever, whether we was just fucking.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing her to meet my mother because she's my brother's age. My mother has a 45-year-old son.
Right.
I can't bring a woman to my mom and say, yo, meet my girlfriend or meet the woman I'm fucking.
Right.
I got a son her age.
Yeah.
I was just talking to one of my exes and just checking in and seeing how life was going.
I was still fucking, but I wouldn't bring it to my mom.
Her sister was messing with a dude that was older than their moms. Like, and the moms was like, nah, he cool. I like him. Then she found out, oh, that nigga older than you.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, that was different.
What the what? What the what?
I mean, I got a close family relative. I ain't gonna say specifically how close because I'm finding out people do watch this show now in Atlanta. People be watching this shit. So, but I got a funny story for you too. But this particular person in my life is 55, started dating a person that's 72. That 72-year-old also has a 55-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
who's 70? Is the man or the woman 70?
The man is 72. He's dating the relative that's close to me who's 55. He also has a daughter who's 55.
See? No. Oh, that's so old.
no,
That's what I'm saying. We get caught up on the numbers.
I think after a certain age.
So that's why I was going to ask, what age specifically are we cutting that off?
I think after a certain age, it don't matter.
Look, time out. Let me say this again, right? Life happens how life happens sometimes. You meet who you meet sometimes. You connect with who you connect with sometimes.
Right.
So, again, don't confuse what I'm saying as me saying, like, you can't be 72 and you ran into this 55-year-old, said some slick shit to her, and she was all with it, and y'all connected and linked. But what I'm saying is that shouldn't be a pattern.
Right.
If I see a pattern of you consistently shooting at women
you
or
need to get
men,
help. You need to get help.
20 years of 30 years younger than you,
We got a problem.
that's predatory behavior to me.
100%.
I don't care which way it's going.
100%.
Right. You ain't lying.
He's one. Nah, he's. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, I wouldn't have brought her to meet my mom because my mom got a son that's that age.
My mom was gonna smack
And my mom
me.
knows that I like older women. My mom knew about her.
Right.
You're not gonna meet. And my mom knew about her. You're not gonna meet though because I just don't want to. I don't even want to mix.
Yeah,
that.
you gonna walk her in this way? Oh no! Look, she in your class picture with your brother.
Yeah. See, now I gotta shoot both of them, and he locked up. Right.
Yeah, that's tricky. It's tricky.
So that's again. I like him older, so that's why somebody called me a hypocrite. But I said no. I like him older, but when I'm older, I ain't gonna like him younger. Like I ain't gonna be fucking 46, fucking with somebody 26.
But at the same time, you're not. Again, I'm saying the same thing. That's the first thing I want to know, right?
Is it a pattern?
Is it a pattern? So, like, if I bag an older chick, bitch, you better not tell me you was fucking. Oh no, I was messing with a dude that was what? Oh no, we're done.
Yeah.
Like, all right, so if you ran into my 46-year-old, she could be like, yeah, I just was messing with a nigga who was 26, and you can be like,
yeah, we're
not
done.
knowing it was me, it don't matter.
It don't matter who it is.
Yeah, it's a number.
Fact.
Again,
I'm the third dude you messing with that's 10, 12, 15 years younger than you.
Yeah, because I'm
like I messed with an older woman.
Senior.
So look, I messed with an older woman, but it was on the rebound situation, which means it was the opposite, right? So she was like 7, 8 years older than me, but she was just getting out of a relationship with an older dude that was controlling her. So she felt like if I mess with a younger dude, I'll have the manipulation advantage. She just picked the wrong younger dude because even though she been on this earth longer than I have. She ain't been outside longer than I have. So that still created an awkward balance for her. Not saying I was in control, but she definitely wasn't controlling me.
Right.
Like, and I'm a jerk. Like, you start talking to me about, well, I'm just trying to make a point. We'll put a point system on the wall.
True. I mean, well, let me ask this. So let me ask this then.
With you winning, now what? You won. You got all the points. I don't got no points over here.
Niggas say they don't care about women's body counts. Doesn't that technically go under the umbrella of asking a woman her body count? How many younger niggas you been with before? It shouldn't matter, right? Doesn't that end up under the same umbrella as asking a woman how many people you slept with before? It shouldn't matter.
It do matter because
that?
I'm trying to find out if you have established a pattern of predatory behavior.
Yeah, it's not not even.
So I don't even care if you slept with them before. I don't care if you fucked them or not.
Yo, how many?
If you done went on a date with 15 niggas that was 20 years younger than you, we're done here.
So wait, so let me ask you. So are y'all trying to get with this woman or y'all just trying to fuck?
Either one.
Either one.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
No,
because even if she's chasing.
Wait. You also gotta remember,
like he said, as a young man, I didn't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta remember,
before I was a father, I didn't give a fuck.
We're talking on two different angles between me and him. Why?
But let one of these old bitches be fucking on one of my kids, and it's up. Fuck is y'all talking about?
We saying predatory like the boy's not 21.
I don't care.
Bro.
How?
Wait. No,
what do you mean?
Zay, whether
a 30-year-old woman still has a mental advantage over a 20-year-old man.
So that's where nobody answered my question. What age are we cutting that off?
Matter.
I mean, I think it do.
No,
I think it do.
It has to matter.
It has to matter.
Let me. No, it don't, because like I said, like Beast just said, it's the mentality. It's the maturity, it's the experience. It don't matter if you 15, if she 15 and you 35, or you 21 and 41, or 55 and 75. It's all the same shit, because whoever is the more mature mentally is going to be able to dance and run circles around whoever the younger person.
So do we not know younger people that are more mature than older people though?
Me.
Yes.
So whoever is the more mature in that situation.
So let's assume he's the more mature one in this situation, and he chose to do that. Does that still make her predatory because he chose to do that?
Yes.
If she has a pattern.
If it's a pattern, it's still
he
predatory.
Just happened to be
one that's smart.
Like, she may be looking for young niggas that's a little mature acting.
Right,
Bitch, you a predator.
Yeah, because you've ran into 14 other niggas who wasn't mature. You just happened to finally find the one little nigga that was mature. But that's still a pattern.
Because usually that predator word is usually when it's minors.
I don't care about age. Age means nothing to me. Like, the number age don't mean nothing to me. The distance, if it's 15 to 35, 21 to 41, 75 to 55,
right,
it's still 20 years of a difference.
So his original question was,
I'm not gonna lie.
What's the
age?
There is no age cutoff.
Look, you want to know why there's no
100.
Look. It depends on the situation, right? Because again, if we're talking about one of my sons, and I have 5 of them, if we're talking about one of my sons, if I feel like my son is inexperienced, never really had no dealings with women, and I meet you, and you 4 years older than him, but I could tell your little fast ass been out here manipulating niggas, I'm watching this shit closer than the motherfucker.
Yeah,
Right.
Y'all wasn't on the pod yet. None of y'all was on the pod yet. This was probably a year ago. We talked about College Town. When College Town gets lit and older, and we find 30-year-olds in College Town and shit like that, I find it weird. Right. Why? Because there's not. When you first get to college, you're 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. Mm-hmm. So now you niggas are 30, 31, 32, 33, 40 years old around these young girls, right? But y'all do it because y'all can't go get the older ones because they on your bullshit.
They know your shit.
So you go and get the younger ones that you can manipulate. The reason I don't do that is because if I talk to a younger, I'm so used to talking to older women. If I talk to a younger woman today, I'm going to be able to get her to do anything that I want.
Right.
I'm going to be able to manipulate her to do anything that I want because I'm able to get a 46-year-old woman who's been divorced 3 times to do whatever the fuck I want.
And
so I know I can
sometimes
get
some of that shit that you wanted to do, she don't really want to do.
Exactly.
And she gonna, a few years later, she gonna realize that she ain't want. Yeah, nah, fam, nah. So for me, it's about habit. Like, you may run into that. Like, yeah, it's about pattern. If you run into that one young nigga or that one young chick that really do it for you, cool. But if that's the motherfucking lake you fishing in consistently, you and your pole nasty.
If Jalen Green caught her at the club one night, boom, and it happened,
right?
Cool. That's kind of her bag though, and we know he about to get that $300 million check coming in. She ain't been pregnant in how long? Yeah, nigga, that $300
So is it a double standard for women?
What's the double standard?
Yes, in the world. Yes.
You know what I'm asking?
Yes.
You know what I'm asking. Yeah.
So look.
Like,
Prime
as
example.
an older guy.
I just
No.
told a seventh grader
It's a double standard in the world. Period.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes
With
to
anything.
being.
That's a fact. But I mean, this in this particular.
Listen,
How we do it, we be actually tweaking. 5-1 great, best network in the capital region. Sensitivity so separately, actually speaking about everything real niggas is actually thinking. I would coupe like a car, word the truth, I'm not a liar. Nothing sweet but me and Beast, we sipping juice at the bar. He gon' say what he wanna say, you know Zay be going hard. Please don't come up here tryna front or the gang will pull your card.